Hello, my name is Kate Helm, and this is my networking project final. So, my networked company is named UbiHard. We are a game pirating company, and I did also build a website for it. We have 40 employees, 5 servers, 4 Wi Fi boosters, 2 printers, and a warrant issued by the FBI. Additional features built myself are 20 facial recognition cameras that erase your public data, security lasers that you have to do the chicken dance around, and an Android receptionist. And yes, I have built all of these in real life. Our final project requirements were that there were 4 departments in the building: executives in administration, finance and accounting, sales and marketing, and research and development. Each floor has 2 departments. Each department will share 1 network printer. Each department requires its own subnet, separate from the main subnet for a network equipment, and there are 10 people in each department that have their own wired workstation. There also must be 3 Wi-Fi networks: the secure network, the BYOD network, and a public network for visitors. On each floor, there's an IT closet. No device is more than 200 feet from that closet. On that first floor, there is the following: a conference room with presentation workstation, the entry from the ISP to a main server room, and also in the server room, there's a network attached storage, 3 available network servers for you to configure, an email server, and whatever additional network equipment you require. I took that all very literally, and so I have 5. Next is my purchase list. My purchase list is a list stating how many and of what kind of items I needed for my business, including links to the specific items, quantities of the items needed, and the cost of the items. Now we are going to go through the descriptions of the network and the equipment that contains it. Next, onto my purchase list. I have 2 24-port distribution switches. I have 1 48-port core switch. I have 4 Wi-Fi boosters, 1 main router, 1 modem, 1 firewall server, 1 network attached storage, 42 workstations, 2 printers, and 3 generic servers for email, printer, and domain control, each totaling up to $35,187.75. So why did I choose this equipment? I chose the 24-port distribution switch because it has enough ports to connect all 24 devices on each floor. I chose the 48-port core switch because it has more than enough ports to connect all devices and have space to connect more devices as the company grows. I chose the Wi-Fi boosters because they have high speed and have 4 high gain antennas for farther reach. Next is the main router. I chose the main router because it had load balance optimization, and it was also recommended to me by a close friend of mine that does this kind of thing. I have the firewall server that I chose because, as my dad said, every punk network needs an anti-fed firewall, and this'll do it. That's my entire reasoning. But then the network attached storage has 24 terabytes and has the hard drives included, which I didn't realize that some of them don't. So that confused me a lot. But that one does. I chose the workstation because it's an HP desktop that my dad uses for his company, and he said great quality, lasts a lifetime, and perfect for growing companies. So I thought it would be perfect for mine. I chose the printers that I did because it doubles as a fax machine, and it's actually the one that my university has, and I also thought it was cool that it doubled as a fax machine for some reason, and that's why I put that. but yeah. And then I grabbed the 3 generic servers because they are great for any sort of business and has great processing speed. Next, I'll be talking about my network diagrams. This is the bunker. This is the bottom floor, but I decided to name it the bunker. But we'll start in the server room. First, I have the ISP going to the firewall with the line of demarcation in between there. I felt it would be a good place to put the line of demarcation because it kind of just makes sense to me that it kind of stops right before your firewall begins, or else you wouldn't really need it anymore. From the firewall, we go to the modem, and then the modem goes to main router, and main router goes to core switch. And from that core switch, we have the NAS, the email server, the printer server, and the domain controller server. From the core switch, it then connects to the bunker distribution switch, which then branch off into 2 different branches of the network. The first branch of the network is executives and administration. In executives administration, we have 10 workstations, 1 Wi-Fi booster, and a conference room. And then in research and development, we have 10 workstations, a Wi-Fi booster, and a bunker printer. Now that we're done with the bunker, we can talk about the ground floor. From the core switch down in the server room also goes up into the ground floor, connecting to an IT closet called the ground floor distribution switch. The ground floor distribution switch is branched off into 2 different departments of the company. The first one is finances and accounting, that has the ground floor conference room, 10 workstations, and a Wi-Fi booster. The other one is sales and marketing, which also has 10 workstations and a Wi-Fi booster, but has the ground floor printer. This concludes my networking project final. My project meets all of the previously stated requirements for this project, including purchasing lists, network diagrams, and valid justifications. $35,187.75 is approximately how much this network equipment costs. I anticipate this network to be implemented and fully functioning within 3 weeks. Thank you.